What is the gender pay gap? The gender pay gap refers to the difference in earnings between women and men. It's calculated using Australian Bureau of Statistics average weekly full-time earnings data. How big is the gender pay gap in Australia? For the past 2 decades, the gender pay gap has been stuck between 15 and 19%. In early 2017, it was 16%. That means the average full-time weekly earnings of women was 16% lower than that of men. That's about $260 less each week, and that's just the average. There are big differences in the gender pay gap across industry groups. The smallest is a 7% gap for employees in public administration and safety, those working in jobs like local government or the police force. But in financial and insurance services, the gap widens to 31%. The gender pay gap also differs between public and private sector employment. Women in the private sector face a much bigger gender gap than those who work in the public sector. Inequality varies across occupations too. Australian Tax Office data shows some of the biggest pay gaps are between women and men employed as barristers, financial traders and surgeons. So why is there a gender pay gap? In Australia, women and men tend to congregate in different types of occupations. Women dominate retail, education, healthcare and social service jobs. These have been traditionally viewed as low-skilled and attract much lower wages than male-dominated jobs that are defined as skilled, jobs like mining and engineering. So there's an important link between occupational segregation on one hand and the undervaluation of feminised work on the other. Women also tend to be concentrated in lower-level jobs in frontline services, where incomes are less than those paid to managers and executives, positions that are disproportionately dominated by men. And this has a really big impact on the gender pay gap. And even when women are in CEO and other key management jobs, they earn less than men in similar positions. On average, almost 27% less. Another contributing factor to the gender pay gap is that women do far more unpaid domestic work than men, especially if they're mothers. Gender inequality in unpaid work underwrites many of the inequalities faced by women in the world of paid work. So does the gender pay gap matter? Young Australian women are now more highly educated than their male peers, and this should be rewarded in employment and wages. But expectations about women's responsibilities in the home and the types of jobs that are most suitable mean they do not participate in the workforce on equal terms with men. The gender pay gap also means women have less superannuation than men at retirement, leaving many vulnerable to poverty in old age. We know what causes the gender pay gap. Now it's time for action.